Hello students, welcome to AP classes and this is Abhishek. Back within the video tutorial on concepts of tokens and data types part 7. In this video tutorial, we will discuss about comments. How a comment is used in Java, how it is useful in Java, how many types of comments are there, and how exactly a comment can be written in a program. So, a lot to know, a lot to discuss as always, but before we begin, please subscribe my channel and like the video. Let us start with comment. You must have seen me in my previous video tutorial using double forward slash like this. This is how sometimes I use double forward slash. What do you mean by this double forward slash, or why do we use double forward slash? Well, whenever you use double forward slash, this is called as single line comment. This double forward slash is called as single line comment. Well, why do we use comment? Comments are basically used to make a program more clear. To make the things more clear, we use comments. Well, you will ask me, sir, how the things will be clear if we use comments, because program is basically written by us. So even if you write a comment, then how it can help us? Look, for this, first thing you have to understand that whatever you write as comment, okay, it is never executed by a compiler. Here, class is executed by compiler, class name is executed by compiler, but comments are never executed by compiler. Once the compiler will come to know that you have started a comment, these things will never be executed by a compiler. So when things are not executed by compiler, here whatever you have written under comments, it will not come in your terminal window. Therefore, here whatever you have written in a program, comment is such a part, comment is such a thing which will never get executed by a compiler. So if it does not get executed by the compiler, then the comments will never get converted to a bytecode, or the comment will never get converted to a machine code. Remember, comments are such a thing which is never executed by compiler. Compiler once will come to know you have used a comment or comment line, that comment line or comments will not get executed by any of the compiler, right? Now, what is the use of writing comment? We write comment to make the program more understandable. How a program can be more understandable? Now let me give you an instance. See, right now you are writing a program having 4 lines or 5 lines of code. Maximum a program is written by you in class 9 or currently during learning of Java. You are writing a program maximum of 4 lines or 5 lines, or it may be 6 lines. It is quite easy for you to remember all 4 lines of code or all 5 lines of code, isn't it? It is easy to remember, it is easy to understand all 5 lines of code or 6 lines of code. But if you look for a bigger perspective, if you look for a bigger scenario where a program is written with 1000 lines of code or a program is written with 5000 lines of code, there it will be quite difficult for you to remember each and everything. Well, I will show you this with an example. Here you can see this is a code of C#. This is not a code of Java. I have few codes of Java where I have used comments, but I don't want to show you that one because of some security purpose. Well, this is one of the example of C#, because comments are similar in all the programming language. Okay, whether you go for C#, you go for C++, you go for Java, you go for Python, any programming language you go for, comments will never get executed by any of the programming language. Okay, the compiler or the interpreter, whatever it is, they are never going to execute a comment. This is one of the code which is written in C#. This is another code, again this is written in C#. Okay, here you can notice one thing, that a program is written of almost 40 or 50 lines, maybe 40 lines. Okay, right? Now, when I have written this program is written a way back. This is another program, again which is written like maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. Now, what is the difference you find in these two programs? The difference is, here you can see I have used single line comments, right? Here you can find I have used single line comments. What is the use of, or what is the advantage of using single line comment? Now, this program is written maybe 2 years back. Now, after 2 years, when I open this program to make some changes or to do some kind of editing, if I'm asked by my client that okay, my requirements are changed and you have to make few changes in the web page, or you have to make few changes in the software, and you have to write, you have to modify the code, right? To modify the code, first I have to understand the code. Now tell me, being a developer, being a developer, if you have written a program, is it possible that after 2 years or after 3 years you will remember what exactly written by you? You must be remembering the concept, but you will never remember that on which line what is written exactly, right? So once again, it will take 2 days or 3 days or maybe more than 10 days depending on the size of program to understand each and everything. Whatever program is written, practically I am telling you, a developer never remember a program which is written by him or her after maybe after a month or 6 months or a year. If you are writing a program, or if you are working on a project and I assign you with a project that look, you have to develop a library system. A library system is a huge system, isn't it? So when you develop a library system, it will take, maybe it will take 10 days, 15 days or a month to develop the library system, and where you must have written more than 1000 lines or 5000 lines of codes. Now it will never be possible on your part to remember these 5000 lines of code after 1 year. After 1 year, nobody is going to remember what exactly was written in a particular project. This is the reason why we implement the concept of comments. Look, I will show you the difference here. Here in this program, no comments are written. You can notice in this program, I haven't written any comment. But in this program, I have written comments. What is the difference in between these two programs? It might take 1 hour to understand what exactly I have written. So here I have to first understand, okay, these are the files, namespace, these are the things which I have written. Okay, and here what is written on a connection is established, a session is created. Like this, I have to understand each and every line. And after that, I have to understand the logic, what logic I have used here, what exactly I have used here. I have to understand each and everything. And it will take me, at least for this program, it will take me half an hour to understand the logic. But in this case, here you can see the definitions are written. For what reason the codes are written? Here I have put a remark, or you can say here I have put a comment. Looking to this comment, I can understand that retrieve the last row of session ID from the session table. So from this I will come to know that okay, there is a table named there is a session table in my database, and using this code, the code which I am highlighting, using this code, last row of session ID is extracted. So again, I don't have to read each and every line and have to understand manually that what exactly is written. So whatever work was done by me, maybe before 2 years or 3 years, it is written in the form of comment. Comments are never executed. Compiler will only execute this part, the highlighted part, but it will not execute the comment. Now, I don't have to remember, or I don't have to go with individual lines. Here I will come to know that okay, you have to retrieve with this code. I am retrieving last row of session ID. Now, when I come to this part of code, here from the comment I will come to know that retrieve last session name from the session table and increment it by 1. After that, print it in label 1. So for this, or from this comment, I come to know that for what reason the lines of codes are written here. Similarly, some comments are written here. Again, here I have written few comments, and I come to an end. So this is how comments are mentioned. They are quite useful to you. If you are writing a very big program, the comments will be quite useful to you. The reason is, after a year or even after a month, You will never remember what exactly concepts you have written, what program you have written. To understand the program, to have a better understanding, comments are used. To have a very good understanding, to have a clear idea about the program, we use comments, right? Here in this case, no comments are used. Comments are also useful in another way. Well, if you are working in a company, okay, you are working in a company, you are assigned with a project, and you have finished the project. After finishing the project, you will submit the programs to your head. Once you submit the program to the head and the project is approved, it will be implemented, the software will be developed, and it will be implemented, and it will be given to a client. Now take an example. A company with name X, a company with name X come to you, or come to your company where you are working, and will ask your company that, okay, I want to develop a software for my company. Now your company will assign that work to you. You started working on that project, you completed that project within 6 months, everything is done by you or your team, and your team or you completed that work in 6 months. After completing the work, you just showed the project to the company who has given you the contract, and once it is approved by the company, it is implemented, or the software is developed, and final implementation is completed. Now after completing the project, you got a better opportunity from some other company, and you left the job. Okay, you left the job, you went to some other company. So when you went to some other company, you will never carry the code which is written by you, is it? Never. So what the present company is going to do, where you are working, they will keep each and every code from you, whatever you have written, the codes will be with them, but you will leave the company. Someone else will come in place of you, right? Someone else will come in place of you and will start working with the company. Now after 1 year or after 2 year, the company, Mr. X company or X company, the one who has given you the contract will come to the company and will ask, look, I want to make few changes to the code, my requirements are changed, I want to make few changes. Now the company who developed that software for X company is never going to call you back that, look, please come back to my company, I have a requirement, and because you have developed that software, so once again you have to make changes. They're never going to do like that. What they will do, they will work with the present employee. The present employee, which those who are there, they will start working with them. They will show the previous code to the present employee. Present employee will try to understand what logic was written by you or by your team, and they will make necessary changes. Now just think, a program is written by you, a logic is implemented by you, a concept is implemented by you, but that logic, that concept, that program will be read by someone else after 1 year or after 2 years as per the requirement. Now don't you think it will be quite difficult for the person who is going to learn or who is going to read your codes, the code which is written by you, when another person will read your code? Isn't it going to be very difficult task for him or her? The reason is, concepts or the logic are never same. The logic by which I will write a program, the way of writing you do, or the way you write a program, the way you implement a program will be quite different. If I will be asked to add three numbers, I might add a plus b plus c, but some other person can write a plus b, will get an answer, and after getting an answer, will after that finally the person will add plus c, right? So implementing a program is like, there are very different ways through which we can implement a program. So the program which is written by you before 2 years, now it is being read by someone else because some modifications are to be done. Now it will become quite difficult for the present person, the one who is reading your codes. It will be very difficult for him to understand each and every level of code. But obviously the changes to be done, so anyhow the person has to make some changes. The person has to understand each and everything, the concepts, the logic through which the codes are implemented will have to understand. But it could have been quite easier for the person, the one who is reading the code, it could have been very easy for him if the same program would have been written with comments. Because if you write comments, the person could have understood that what exactly you have done. Instead of going through each and every line, here the person would have read these comments, like check whether the entered registration number exists in the database or not. Like this, the person or the programmer or the developer could have read each and every code which is written by you through comment line, and it would have been quite easy task for him to understand, right? So this is why we always suggest, whenever you go for a professional program, whenever you write a professional program, try to write it using comment line. Even if you are not writing a professional program, in exam point of view, whenever you are writing a program, try to mention comment as much as possible. For what reason our concept is written, for what reason the logic is written, try to implement it, try to write a comment line just beside that. So when an examiner see your paper, will easily come to know for what reason logics are written. Okay, so even it will become quite easy task for the examiner to understand your program, and there will be very few chance or less chance of mistake to be done by the examiner. Because see, sometimes even it becomes quite difficult for an examiner, the one who corrects your program or the one who corrects your paper, to understand the logic which is written by you, because there might be one logic going inside the mind of the examiner and some another logic will be written by you. As per you have written the program might be correct, okay, but it might become quite difficult for an examiner to understand the particular program. So it is always suggested, even I suggest each student, that as much as possible write comment line. So here I hope the concept of comment line is clear to you. So because of writing the comment line, the program become quite clear, the program become quite understandable. Even if you look to a program after years, you can know for what reason comments are written, right? This is called as single line comment. Why it is called as single line comment? Because whenever you use two forward slash, remember you have to use two forward slash, this is called as forward slash, and here this is called as backward slash. Why do we use backward slash? To represent escape sequence. But here we don't have to represent escape sequence, so this is called as forward slash. Okay, whenever you use two forward slash, this is called as single line comment. Single line comment means you can only write comment in a single line. Whenever you use forward slash, after that whatever you write it in a single line, that becomes a comment. Now for to show this, I will tell you that if you come to the next line and you try to write something, here you can see this is one of the line, this is second line. If you try to write like this, it will give you an error, right? The reason is this is the comment, this is a single line comment, but this do not comes in a single line, we have made another line. Okay, so if you want to once again make a comment, or if you want to once again represent single line comment, once again you have to write this to forward slash. This is how you can represent single line comments. Now basically what we are going to do with single line comment, you can write like this. Here we have declared a class, isn't it? Here we have declared a class, we can write class declaration. So when you write like this class declaration, an examiner or a user or an user will come to know that, look, without looking to this, will come to know that a class is declared or class declaration is done. Now when you come to the next line, here let us declare another method, public static void main, and here, and what is this? This is main method declaration. This is called as method declaration or main method declaration. So if you want, you can write a comment line for this, single comment line for this, main method declaration. Okay, so these two things are never going to get executed, remember. But looking to this comment, you will come to know, or anyone will come to know, here class declaration is done, here method declaration is done. Okay, And here what we have done with this curly braces, look to this curly braces, what we have done, this is starting of a class, starting of a class, right? This method declaration is starting of a class, this curly braces is starting of a class. What about this curly braces? It is starting of a main method. And what for we have used this one, this curly braces, this is ending of a main method, to represent ending of a main method. What about this curly braces, ending curly braces? Again, this is ending of a class. This is class declaration, this is starting of a class, this is main method declaration, this is starting of main method, this is ending of main method, and this is ending of a class. You must have noticed I press tab to, instead of writing it here, you can also, don't get confused, you can write it here, okay? And otherwise you can place it to a little bit ahead, okay? Using the tab, you can take it to a separate distance, or you can take it to a quite a distance. So that, why do I do like this? To make the code more clear and to make the code more visible. Look, if you place single line code just beside the code which you have written, is it looking clean? Just look here, is it looking clean if I place it here just beside the code? Does it look clean? Is it looking clean and clear? No, I don't think this is looking clean, but it is up to you whether you want to keep it here or you want to take it to a distance. It completely depends on you, because once you give this forward slash, after that whatever you write will be considered as a single line comment. So I have a habit or practice of putting it in a quite a distance place by pressing the tab key, so that it will be more clear and clean for the people, those who want to look to my code. So it completely depends on your decision, the way you write, it completely depends on you. I don't have to do anything with this. Here I'm going to print something, system dot out dot println learning single about comment, learning about comments, okay? So here we have learning about comments. So this will be printed, learning about comments. The reason is learning about comment is written within main method, right? Learning about comments is written within main method. So whatever you write within main method will get printed as it is. Whatever you write within main method, whatever you write within system.out.println within double quotes, whatever you write will get printed as it is, because it is considered as a string. This is written within main method. Here you can also again put a comment line. If you want, you can put a comment line. What is the comment line? You can write here printing, okay? From this we will come to know that printing job is done here or printing work is done here. Let us compile the program. When we compile the program, we see that it is being compiled and there is no syntax error. When we will execute this program, you will only find in the terminal window learning about comments will get printed, and all these things will get deactivated, or it will remain deactivated. And why it remains deactivated? The reason is it is never executed by a compiler. It is never executed by a compiler. So when it is never executed by a compiler, it do not get converted to a bytecode or machine code, right? So whatever you write in the comment line, it will remain as it is here, no work will be done. This is only to make the things very clear that what work you have done in the program, for what reason you have written this line, for what reason you have written this line, for what reason you have written this line. For all these reasons we use comments. Now let us execute the program. Here we can see learning about comments is getting printed. Rest whatever you have written within the single line comment, whatever you have written within single line comment is not getting printed, right? And now you must be thinking, sir, do we have to write in each and every line comment, do we have to write? Look, it completely depends on you whether you want to write comment or you don't want to write comment. It depends on you. Well, in exam point of view, I personally feel that comments, if you write comments for each and every line, then it will become a quite tedious job for you. It will become very tiring job for you if you go on writing the comment for each and every line. The reason is it will take much time to write comments. Okay, so when it takes much time to write comment, you won't be able to give proper timing to other programs, so time management will get hampered. So what I suggest, that whenever you go for a program, professional program, at that time write comments. Whenever you have ample amount of time, at that time you can write comment. But in exam point of view, I will tell you that do not write comment for each and every line. Wherever you feel that important concepts are implemented, whenever you feel that important lines are written, there you can write comment. Okay, there you can write comment. Or what you can do is, once you finish the paper, once you finish the theory part, once you finish the programming part, then if you are left with some time, you can start writing the comments. If you are given with 2 hours of time and you have to complete the question paper of 100 marks, and after completing the paper, once the revision is done, and if you are going for second revision, once the revisions are done, you revised each and every program, you looked for each and everything, and if you are left with some time, then you can start writing the comment. Because if you write the comment for the important concept what you have implemented within a program, for the things whichever is implemented in the program, it will be quite easy task for you to tell the examiner what exactly you want to do. So I hope this part is quite clear to you, when to use comment and when you can just keep writing the comment. But you must have the idea of single line comment, or whatever comment we have, you must have an idea, detailed idea about comments. So this is all about single line comment. Now you must be thinking, sir, this is all about single line comment, but just think, you have to write 5 to 6 lines of comments. Okay, you have to write 5 to 6 lines of comment. Then do you have to put forward slash, double forward slash in each and every line? Because whenever you have to write 3 to 4 lines of comment, well, I am writing something here, I want to mention my name, here, Abhishek Pradhan. Here I want to mention my class name, that is, this is class for class 9, and the name of institute is AP classes, and along with this I have to mention today's date, that is 19/06/2020. Okay, and today is Friday. This is what I want to implement in the program. Okay, I want that this should be there in the program. And why this should be there in the program? Because what I want, whenever anyone will enter my program, or whenever anyone will open my program or read my program, should know this program is created by Abhishek Pradhan. It is created for class 9. Institute name is AP classes. It was created on 19th June 2020, and it was Friday when it was created. This is what I want. Whenever people will enter my people will open my program, people will read my program, they must know about this. Okay, so these are the things which I don't want to make execute. I don't want these things to get executed, isn't it? Why I want my things to get executed in the terminal window? So what I want to do, I want to mention these things in the programming source code part. This is the source code. This is called as source code. What I want, whenever someone will open the source code, must read who has created this source code, who has written this source code, for what and for which class it is written, and along with that you can mention other things. Okay, it is up to you what you write here, what you write in the comment line. It is up to you, it is your choice. But presently what I want these things to get executed. How the things can be executed? For this, what I have to do, you must be thinking that, sir, let us do one thing, let us make everything comment. Okay, because if I don't make these things comment, compiler will try to execute this, and when compiler will try to execute this, it will never understand what is written here. Here you can see, if I compile this program, it is giving an error, because compiler do not find a class, an interface or enum. Do not think about interface or enum. In class 9 or class 10, you are not going to discuss anything, or you are not going to learn anything about interface or enum. We are basically going to learn about class, and we are basically going to discuss about class. So what compiler is saying, that I do not find a class here, because compiler always expect a class here, a class name here. And why this error is coming? Because I have written few things which a compiler cannot understand. So what is my intention? My intention is to make it as comment line. So if you want to make it as comment line, what you have to do is you have to put double forward slash here, right? In each line you have to put double forward slash. When in each line you put double forward slash, each line will become single line comment. These things becomes single line comment, right? And when it becomes single line comment, it will not get executed by the compiler, and compiler will start the execution process from this part. This where you have written class, the compiler will start its execution process, and all the conversion will take place from this part. Now we can compile the program, and you can see it is getting compiled. Now you must be thinking that, sir, okay, here you have written 5 lines of code or 5 lines of code, so you have used single line comment in each line. Now if you want to make a comment line for one big paragraph or big essay, or if you want to write something in 10-15 lines, so do we have to use this forward slash in each and every line? Is there any other way that we can represent a block of comment within a single code, or by instead of writing so many forward slash here, by doing something else? Is it possible that we can write multiple comments here? Yes, we can write multiple comments here without using forward slash, or you can say without using single line comment in each and every line. What can be done? Instead of writing this, here you can see, instead of writing this, I will simply remove this single line codes from here, single line comments from here. When I remove single line comments, here you can see once again compiler will try to execute this. Now, is there any way that instead of writing each and every line as single line comment, we will represent this block of comment? Yes, we have a way. What you can do is simply, if you want to represent multi-line comment means when you have more than one line of comment, okay, that is called as multi-line comment. So when you use multi-line comment, here simply put a forward slash, then a star mark, right? And wherever you want to end it, put a star mark, asterisk mark here, and put a forward slash once again. This forward slash and asterisk mark represents that now you can start writing multi-line comments, and this asterisk mark and forward slash represent that this is end of multi-line comment, this is starting of multi-line comment, this is ending of multi-line comment. So instead of writing single line comment in each and every part or in each and every line, when you have continuous lines, okay, please remember, when you have continuous lines here the lines are written continuously. When you have continuous lines like this, when you have continuous lines, instead of writing single line comment in each and every line, simply you can write like this. This is starting and this is ending. Here you can see this is the starting of multi-line comment, this is the ending of multi-line comment. This is how a multi-line comment is represented. So presently we learnt about two types of comment. One is multi-line comment, this is called as multi-line comment, and this is called as single line comments, right? So the third comment which we have, that is called as documentation comment or doc comment. What is documentation comment or doc comment? Basically you will be never asked question from documentation comment or doc comment. I'm not going to discuss about documentation comment or doc comment in very details. So simply what I'm going to do, I will show you how a documentation comment is represented in Java and how it is represented automatically and how you can represent it manually. Well, documentation comments are the comments which starts with a forward slash and double asterisk mark. Here you can see forward slash double asterisk mark. This is called as documentation comment. In documentation comment, here you have to write forward slash and double asterisk mark. And whenever you want to end documentation comment, you will have to write here single asterisk mark and forward slash. This is how documentation comment is represented manually. Now you must be thinking that why do we use documentation comment, where exactly the documentation comment is used. To these things we will come back when we will go back to the slides and we will look into the notes. At that time you will come to know why exactly we use documentation comment. But presently remember, our documentation comment is represented with a forward slash and double asterisk mark, and whenever you want to end it, asterisk mark and forward slash here. This is called as documentation comment. And if I remove one asterisk mark from this will be considered as multi-line comment. So this is multi-line comment, this is single line comment, and if you put one asterisk mark here, this will be considered as documentation comment. In Java you have an option, remember in Java you have an option, even in BlueJ you have an option to generate documentation comments automatically. Each JDK means Java Development Kit, because whatever you do, you can only do because of JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay, and if you don't remember about Java Development Kit, please go back to my previous videos where I have discussed about Java Development Kit in details. Once again, look to that video, learn what is Java Development Kit and come back here. Here in JDK, whatever you do because of JDK, Java Development Kit, right? So JDK provide you with automatic documentation comment. You don't have to write a documentation comment for a program. So a JDK provide you with the facility where you can automatically generate documentation comment. And how to generate documentation comment? For that, here you can see the right side of this window, you can see right side top. Here you will find source code and documentation. I hope that you can see this part. What I am trying to show you here, source code is written here towards the right side top. Source code is written, and when you click on source code, you will find source code and documentation. When we click on documentation, here you can see our documentation is shown. Okay, this documentation shows you that what is the class name. Class name is comments. What are the things which are extended here? What is the constructor name, method name? What is the method name used here? It is main method. Okay, and if you use anything else, whenever you use any variables and all, everything will be visible to you here. Now don't think much about this documentation comment, because you will be never asked questions on documentation comment. What are the things which are mentioned on the documentation comment? How do you write documentation comment? What exactly the work of documentation comment? You will be never asked question about documentation comment. Basically, documentation comments are written by the developers or the professional programmers. As you are learning Java, so you don't have to know much about documentation comment. Just know where the documentation comment is present in BlueJ. In BlueJ, documentation comment can be opened towards the right side top part, where you will find a drop down menu. Here you will find source code and documentation. Simply click on documentation and a documentation comment will be generated for you automatically. This is how documentation comment can be generated automatically. This facility is given by each and every JDK. Whatever you have, whatever ID you have, whatever ID you use, okay, documentation comments can be generated. This is the facility which is given by JDK. Documentation comment can be generated easily. It can be generated automatically. The way you write single line comment, the way you write multi-line comment, you don't have to write a documentation comment for that. Similarly, you don't have to write a documentation comment. Okay, If you want, you can write documentation comment, but if you want, you can ignore this documentation comment, because this thing can be done directly by the JDK. I hope that this part is quite clear to you, how to use single line comment, how to use multi-line comment, and how to use documentation comment, and how a Java IDE can generate documentation comment for you. What are comments? The Java comments are statements. These are the statements that are ignored and not executed by the compiler. So Java comments are statements which are ignored and not executed by the compiler, or even if you are using an interpreter in any other programming language, if you are using interpreter, they will not get considered by a compiler nor by an interpreter. Remember, if a question comes, what is name the thing which are ignored and cannot be executed by compiler or interpreter, the answer will be comment. Comments are the statements which are ignored and are not executed by the compiler or by an interpreter. Comments can be used to provide information. Why do we use comment? They are used to provide information or explanation about the variable, method, class, or any statement, so that it becomes more human readable, right? So by writing the comments, whenever you write comments, it becomes more readable, the code become more human readable. It gives you information, it gives you explanation about a variable, what variable you have used, for what reason a method is used, for what reason a code is used, for what reason a statement is used, and what is the class name. Everything can be represented using a comment, whether you use single line comment or multi-line comment, any comment you use. The program becomes more human readable because it gives you more information, more explanation, deep information is given to you. It can also be used to hide program code for specific time. What do you mean by this? Look, you have written 5 lines of code, or just think you have written 7 lines of code, right? Now what you want to do is, you want to deactivate this line, the line which I am just making it highlight. You want to deactivate this line for some times. Now how it can be deactivated? Put a single line comment in front of it. When you put a single line comment in front of it, these 3 lines can be executed by the compiler. These 3 lines can be executed by the compiler, but this line will remain hidden from all the users, or you can say this line will not get executed. Why it is necessary sometimes to hide a code for specific time? The reason is, when you are writing a program and you want to check for an output without writing a line, okay, already a big program is written, and you want to check that how the program is going to behave, or how the program is going to show the output if I remove a particular line. Okay, now just think, when you remove a particular line and once again you want to include that line, after removing it or after deleting it, once again you have to write it, isn't it? So without writing, or you can say that without removing the line, the things can be done. Simply put a single line comment. That line will become hidden from the compiler, and compiler will not execute this line. Remember, compiler will not execute this line, and you will come to know that how the program is going to behave, how the program is going to work when you don't execute a single line. Or even if you want, you can hide 2 lines or 3 lines of code. It is up to you. So comments are not only used to provide information or explanation, along with that it is also used to hide program code. Remember, it is used to hide program code for specific time. Comments are declared in 3 ways. There are 3 ways by which a comment can be declared. One is called as single line comment, that is called as line oriented. Second one is called as multi-line comment, and third one is called as documentation comment. What is single line comment? Single line comment is used to comment only one line. Whenever you want to write a single line of comment, whenever you want to comment in only one line, at that time single line comment is used. So for single line comment we use 2/. This is how we use 2/. What is multi-line comment? The multi-line comment is used to comment multiple lines of code. Whenever you want to comment more than one line. Okay, you want to write 3-4 lines here, and you want every line to behave as a comment. So for this, what you can do, you can put a forward slash and a star mark here, and here you can put a star mark and forward slash, right? You can put an asterisk mark here, forward slash asterisk mark, and whenever you want to end, you can put an asterisk mark and forward slash. This is how multi-line comment can be represented. Here you can see, this is how you can represent a multi-line comment. Now what is documentation comment? This is documentation comment. This is a documentation comment, and in general it's called doc comment. As I told you, documentation comments are also called as doc comment. You can call it as documentation comment, or in short you can call it as doc comment. The JDK, Java Development Kit, it provides Java doc tool. Okay, remember JDK provides with Java doc tool. What is the use of Java doc tool? Because of the Java doc tool, which is available under JDK, documentation comments will be automatically generated. Here you can see, because of Java doc tool, okay, Java doc tool, which is present under JDK, doc comments, or you can say documentation comments can be automatically generated. Okay, you can automatically generate documentation comments by using Java doc tool, which is present under JDK. So Java doc tools are present under JDK, which is capable of generating documentation comments automatically. Java doc is a tool which comes with JDK, and it is used for generating Java code documentation in HTML format. Basically, remember, documentation comments are useful in HTML format. Whenever you write HTML code, during that time documentation comments are quite useful. So an HTML program is written, an HTML code is written, and inside that HTML code you want to represent some Java programs and Java code. At that time documentation comments are useful, very useful. Well, you don't have to know, or you don't have to remember anything about HTML. You don't have to know that how a Java comment is represented within HTML format or HTML code. These are the things theoretically I am telling you, that how a documentation comment is useful, or how a documentation comment can be used. Remember, in exam point of view, documentation comment is not at all necessary. What questions you can get from documentation comment? The questions can be asked to you that how a documentation comment is used. Okay, how a documentation comment is used, or write a syntax for documentation comment. How you can represent a documentation comment, a question can be asked to you. And along with that, a question can come, what do you mean by documentation comment, right? What do you mean by documentation comment? You can write the definition. A simple definition can be written. This is a documentation comment, and is general, and in general it's called doc comment. And here whatever definition is written, you can write few parts from this, and along with that you can write the syntax. Here you have syntax of documentation comment. But it will be never asked to you that please write an HTML code where you can represent a documentation comment. A questions will be never asked to you in this way. So in exam point of view, documentation comment is not so important. I'm not saying that you have to skip documentation comment, but in exam point of view, it is not so necessary. The questions will be asked to you, how many types of comments are there? You can write there are 3 types of comments: single line comment, multi-line comment, and documentation comment. What is single line comment? What is multi-line comment? What is documentation comments? Can be asked to you. Write the syntax of single line comment, write the syntax of multi-line comment, write the syntax of documentation comment. It can be asked to you. Write an example of single line comment, write an example of multi-line comment, write an example of documentation. It can be asked, documentation comment, it can be asked to you. And what is the use of documentation comment? This can be asked to you, but not more than this. They will never ask you that represent a code which will have documentation comment. Okay, represent an HTML code which will have documentation comment. Remember, documentation comments are automatically generated by Java doc tools. Okay, there is a tool means there are inbuilt tools, okay, which makes our work easier. there is an inbuilt tool that you can think that there is an inbuilt procedure, there is an inbuilt process through which documentation comments can be generated automatically. You don't have to write documentation comment. Mostly you don't have to write documentation comment for a program. And documentation, because of documentation comment, we have an overall idea about the program or about the code, what code is written, what program is written. You can think like this: you have written a code, right? What you want the people to know that you have written a code, you have written a program, you have developed a software, but you don't want to show the actual coding part. So when you don't want to show the actual coding part, what you can do is simply convert that code to documentation comment. Documentation comment will show it in the manner of story, that okay, there is a class, there is a variable, there is an object, there is a constructor, there is a method, and everything, all the details about the program will be shown. All the details about the program will get, you can print it in the form of documentation comment, and it can be handed over to any person. Okay, without showing the actual code, you can show a storyline, or you can show the complete visualization part or complete virtual part of a program. Without showing the actual program, you can just give an idea to the people that see what exactly I have used in my program. Okay, these things can be done using documentation comment. So it is up to you how you use documentation comment, whether you want to represent, whether you want to give it for a project purpose, whether you want to write it for an HTML purpose, or whatever reason you want to write. Okay, it is up to you how you will represent documentation comment. And multi-line comment and single line comments are quite important in terms of examination. They might ask you about the difference and all, or even you have to sometime represent single line comment and multi-line comment while writing a program. This is all about comments for this video. Stay tuned with me. God bless you all.